Alright guys, welcome back to the Bone Zone. I realize that name is an innuendo, and quite honestly, I both don't care and think that's hilarious. It is currently 3:46 a.m. and I'm just chilling in the basement. Just taking it easy in the Bone Zone. I have no idea why I keep getting these like flashbacks from my job that are it's like ever 1v1 a Karen. Yeah, well, welcome to my world. I mean, yeah, you probably all have. Karens are very commonly spawned in the retail environment, though it's weird at my workplace. Like when I try to keep babies alive, like, okay, so let me establish some things. I work at a trampoline park, right? Yeah, okay, so you'd understand why like babies, like fucking fetuses and newborn babies shouldn't be like, allowed on some of the parts. Like what? Like, you know how many times this mom goes up to me going, "Why can't my baby do the obstacle course?" And I'm all like, "Cause it'll die." What? I mean, I'm not allowed to say that. I just go like, "Oh, they're too small, blah blah blah," and they go like, "Wow." And the dads are usually like, "Wow, they're being super anal about everything," and I'm all like, "Sorry, that's just how we do things." And he's like, pretty much asking to 1v1 in the parking lot, going like, "We got free healthcare. Why don't you meet me outside?" And it's always always a short, muscular dad. Like, I have no idea why. They just have some kind of beef with me, and I'm not sure why. Which is wild. Like, apparently at my like, I'm not dropping names, but my brother, he works at my job too. And like, people talk shit about me to him because they don't realize we're siblings. And there's like apparently people that really don't like me there, and I'm just like, what the fuck? I thought I was friends with everybody, but apparently some people think I'm fucking awful. Which is, I mean, interesting. Wonder who the fake bitches are. But it'd be like that sometimes. What can I say? I don't know. Like, I remember this one time. It was like an elder Karen. She was like sitting, she was just sitting on the couch, just chilling, and like, I'm just like doing my job and watching the kids, and she just randomly starts talking to me, and she's all like, "You were here last time," and I'm like, "Probably, because I work here." She's like, "You chased my daughter off the trampolines," and I'm like, "I don't remember this, but if I did do that, it's probably because she was breaking a rule or she was too small." And the lady just like looked at me and she was like, "Look, my daughter's up there." And like, we have this whole separate area that's like a giant thing you can jump on. It's like a non-trampoline, but it's pretty neat. And she's like, "My daughter's up there." And I'm like, "That's great. She's allowed up there." She was, "Really? What about over there?" And she points to like literally the fucking toddler zone. And I'm like, "Yes. Like, if anything, she's supposed to go there more." And she was just like, "Wow, you know what, last time we were here," and I'm like, "When was the last time we were here?" She was like, "A year ago," and I was like, "Yeah." Like, a year ago, we've had fucking like 17 renovations, there's like 6 new attractions, and I'm all like, a year ago you're trying to apply the same rules? Well, whatever. I just kept doing my job. I was just doing my thing. I started doing my rounds around the courts. I started walking up and down, check on everybody, see how the staff's doing, because just, it's good to make sure morale's up. And every single time I walk by this fucking, I don't even know what to call her, this fucking troglodyte, she starts like speaking to me like toxicity. She's just going like, it's ridiculous. She's like, first I walk by her and she's all like, "I can buy this like whole building. You can't even buy the lock." And I was all like, just being here is paying me, man. Like, chill. And then the second time, she was like, I don't remember. She said like, "You know what? Oh no, I remember. She was like, if the customer is always right, and you're supposed to give me good customer service." And I'm like, I'm just enforcing the rules. Okay, safety is safety. And then she was all like, "Well, if you don't have good business here, eventually you'll lose everybody. No one's gonna come here." And in my head, and I'm like, thank fucking God. Like, I hate when people are all like, "Oh, I'm gonna give this place a 1-star review," and I'm like, that's great. I just work here. I don't own the joint. Feel free to complain. Send us a complaint email. I don't give a fuck. it escalated to the point where I was just like, you know what, lady, you know what, if you have a complaint, take it up to the front. I pulled out my name tag, showed her, and I was like, my name is this. Just complain to the front if you feel like it. Then right after I head to the front and I was like telling management, you're probably gonna get a complaint about an old lady about me, and they were like, yeah, we know, cause like it's so fucking commonplace there. Oh, Ree's looking at me. Ree's a frog, by the way. That's in their little enclosure, and they're just looking at me. Or staring into space. I don't know. Ree doesn't seem like the brightest light bulb in the world. Or maybe they're like the most. Maybe they're the smartest one in the room. I don't know. They could be talking to like some fourth dimensional being. Who knows? Oh, they're leaving because I'm talking about them. No, Ree, it's good things, I swear. Usually, I know. I mean, the dumb part was kind of mean, but like, come on, you're not. You're interesting. I should really be going to sleep because I have to go see my familia tomorrow. Well, like, yeah. But I just don't feel like taking a long trip. It's a fucking 2-hour bus ride, and like every single time I go, it's just, here we go. It's a long ass trip. What can I say? my job, like I'm talking about it like holy shit. Like parents want to fight me all the time, and it's like not always true. Sometimes it's hilarious. Well, not hilarious, but like sometimes like kids just run up to you and say dumb shit. And like one time this kid just like, hi, my name's Maya, and I was all like, hey Maya, and she like looked at me wide-eyed, like terrified. She was like, how did you know my name? And I was just like, you just told me, what? Like, I don't know. The whole thing's like, oh, Ree's listening again. Good. I'm not gonna acknowledge them. I don't know what gender my frog is, so we're just going by like gender neutral pronouns. Hi, Ree. Anyways, yeah, no, and like this one kid told my brother, like, did you know the highest number is 42? And deadass, I bet you that was just the number they learned to count to today. And he was like, nah, there can't be any more than that. Nah, it's impossible. And I'm just like, that's wild. It's a quiet night right now. Very peaceful. My voice probably sounds exhausted because I just drew so many fucking pictures today. I have this Beanie Baby sitting on my desk, and it's like, I wonder if it ruined someone's life. Because you remember that craze where people were like, thought Beanie Boos were an investment, and they were like, it was seen as more viable than opening like a bank account or some shit. And people, like, there's literally a photo out there of like a divorce court and the couple splitting up their Beanie Babies. And I'm wondering if this Beanie Baby has ruined someone's life, because like, not that I want it to, but that'd be pretty rad. But I mean, you know what I mean, like, it's just interesting if it was. It's fucking pretty in here. Oh, I should mention in my like study, I got origami things hanging from the ceiling. Sometimes I remember the only time I ever got a tip at my job was because I gave a paper like crane to a kid that was like to an animal to a kid that was crying, and then the parent was like, wow, thank you so much, here's $10, and I was just like, wow, that's $10 more than anybody ever earned on courts. Well, is where I work. Everyone for some reason remembers the only thing about me is that I think dinosaurs are rad. Like, come on, you got this big ol' stupid ol' like thing with teeth running on 2 feet, and you got like the ones with the cookies on their back. I don't know, I think they're awesome. They're pretty neat. And I remember like I was getting CPR trained once, and this guy was laughing so hard at my computer because I told him like, okay, icebreakers, so everybody say something about themselves, and I was all like, I'm Albert and I like dinosaurs, and they were all like, and the guy just burst out laughing. He was like, ha ha ha, really? Wow. And then I pulled out my laptop because we had to pull them out to like get emailed or some shit, the certificate, and he just burst out laughing. Oh my god, look, there's dinosaurs all over it, because I got like there's dinosaur stickers just all over it, and he was laughing his ass off at me, and I was just there chilling, kind of just dealing with it. I decided to fold the paper animal. My mistake was to make it a paper animal. What's it called? My mistake was making it a paper raptor, which just made him. He picked it up, left, and put it back down, and I was just like, okay, I had enough with this shit. So I was just chilling. I just did not really say hi or bye to him. I was just kind of there. I remember during the CPR training, they were like, this is an EpiPen. And he stabbed it into himself, and he was all like, this is what it feels like to be stabbed by an EpiPen. Everybody will go around the room and start doing it. And every single person was all like, ah, shit, that hurts a bit. Oh my gosh. Even like, this girl's like, I didn't expect that. And I was just like, okay, so I'm like the second last person in the room. And while I'm sitting there, one of my coworkers just walks by me and goes like, hey, oh, Albert. Screamed really loud, like it hurts like a bitch, okay? And I was like, he's like, I'll give you $5. And I was like, fine, sure, maybe. Anyways, comes around, he gives me the EpiPen. I stab it into my, like, knee. Nothing. I stab it again. And then people start laughing, and I just look at the guy and go, is this a trick? And everyone bursts out laughing. And then the one guy that told me about, like, to give $5, he's like, Albert, you ruined it. You ruined it, man. And the last person was like, ruined what? And then everyone was, like, laughing. There is no needle. We wouldn't be having you guys stabbed with EpiPens. And I was just kind of there. I mean, I started laughing too, but, like, damn. Sometimes I feel like people give me that look where I said something that's just not something they wanted to hear. I remember I was talking about like Pokemon, and I was like, hey, what's that Pokemon that like anamorphs into like that furry Gene Simmons? And my roommate was like, what? And I was like, you know, Sword and Shield, that like badger thing. And they're like, then they said it's a name, and like that one doesn't evolve. And I'm like, yeah, it does, the Alolan version. They're like, Alolan version? And they're like, oh no, it's the new region version that does that. And then they were like, that's not real. And I showed them, and it was real. I just love, like, I don't know why, so that made me think of this, but it's like, I like love rooting animals for people. It's so funny, like, this person was telling me, they're like, oh, they're all talking, like, what's your favorite animal? And I said, mine's a pig. And I'm like, you know, a pig's orgasm lasts 30 minutes? Everyone just, like, complete silence. And I was there like, yeah, pretty neat, huh? And they were like, you just ruined pigs for me. And I was like, it'd be like that sometimes. What can I say? God, I gotta actually start doing my job. Sometimes I just scroll around at work when there's like no kids, so I just kind of just chill, talk to coworkers, explain to them my life story, and vice versa. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I know too much about people there, but they also know too much about me. We all got dirt on each other. But I think that's fair. If they're gonna tell you some real shit, you gotta say some real shit back. Otherwise you don't seem real. And that's just like, there's some people that are like robots. That's why everyone thinks my brother's a blank slate and talk to him. He contributes nothing to the conversations. Oh my god. I'm feeling like, I don't know, man. I drank that bone hurting juice. That reminds me, apparently, I recently became aware that my favorite drink is dumb bitch juice, because I just love chugging that. I fucking paid my Presto, like I loaded my Presto in the machine, which is like I don't have to explain what the Presto is. It's a card you use to put your bus fare on it. Anyways, I just left it in the machine. I loaded it, like $30 on it, and then I just left. Like 10 minutes goes by, the bus is here, I'm about to get on it, and I can't find my Presto. And all the gears click, and I'm like, ah shit, I left it in the machine. So I started walking down back there. Well, actually I ran a full-blown sprint down the stairs, and it was gone. And I'm like, that very same day, I essentially disassembled a pen. So I got this orange pen from Dollarama, and I was so angry. I'm like, look at this pen, it's broken. Like they built it weirdly. Like they put the pointy part on the part where you're supposed to push down, and they put the part without the pointy part at the end, and the end has no hole. So I drilled a hole in it. And I showed my boyfriend. He just looked at me, looked at the pen. He goes, "Can I see that for a sec?" And then he like just popped the lid off the other side, the part I didn't drill a hole on, and he's like, "That's how it's supposed to be." And I was like, I love that dumb bitch juice. I mean, it might not translate that well because I'm explaining it, but you get the gist of it. Anyways, I'm tired. Peace out.